Digital Storytelling, Chelsea Keenan. Identity Framework. Here's how I filled out the Wheel of Privilege. Some of the things on the list surprised me and I did not take into account. I will talk more about this in my next few slides. About me. Hi, I'm Chelsea, a 33-year-old white heterosexual Canadian woman whose first language is English. I'm a dog mom to a golden doodle named Link. I recently got engaged to my fiance Chris, who works as an HVAC mechanic. This coming July, we'll be together for 5 years, and we have a wedding date of August 10th, 2024. Before I started teaching as a teacher, I was an early childhood educator with the Durham Catholic District School Board for 10 years. I have also been able to teach in Jamaica and China. An accomplishment that I'm proud of is being able to buy my first house in 2020 in Brighton, Ontario. This took a lot of hard work and saving, but I'm very proud to say that I am a homeowner. Another accomplishment that I'm very proud of is going back to school later in life to get my undergrad while I was working full-time, and now being in the B.Ed program and about to graduate from it. I'm making my dreams a reality. A few of my favorite things include tea, country music, family cottage, Orange Theory fitness, hiking, camping, and spending time with family and friends. My education includes, right now, I'm in the Bachelor of Education at Ontario Tech University. I recently also just graduated from Ontario Tech University with a Bachelor of Arts Honors in Educational Studies and Digital Technology with distinction. And in 2010, I graduated from George Brown College with an Early Childhood Education diploma. Work experience in education. I worked as an early childhood educator for 1 month in Jamaica as one of my last placements in early childhood education with George Brown College. Then I got offered to go work in China. I did a 1-month placement and they asked me to go back, and I ended up staying for 2 years teaching in a town called Suzhou, teaching English to 3 and 4-year-olds. And I also worked for the Durham Catholic School Board for over 10 years. I worked alongside a teacher to plan and implement the kindergarten curriculum. I also worked in the summer for students who are behind in reading, writing, and math. The Wheel of Privilege gave me a lot of self-awareness. It made me reflect on my own personality and the various aspects of my identity that intersect with power and privilege. The process enhanced my self-awareness by helping me recognize the advantages and disadvantages I have in different areas of my life. The wheel also made me think and have empathy. By looking at the wheel, most of the items listed on it are in the middle ring for myself. I have empathy for people who have most things circled on the outer ring. I can begin to understand the challenges that some people face. I started to look at my world a little differently. I also understand that being a person with power and privilege, that as an educator, need to take action and look to see where my students fall on the wheel and how I can start to change where they are on the wheel. Culturally responsive pedagogy, some things that I will do in my classroom to promote this. Education. I will educate myself about the cultural backgrounds and experiences of my students, learn about their traditions, language, histories, and beliefs. This will help me better understand and appreciate their perspectives. Families. I will involve families and communities in the educational process by having an open door policy for my classroom. I will create channels for communication and collaboration with parents and guardians and invite them to share their cultural expertise and participate in classroom activities. Relationships. I will foster positive relationships with my students based on trust, respect, and understanding. I will take the time to get to know them individually, listen to their stories, and show genuine interest in their lives. I will also create a safe and inclusive classroom environment. I will establish a classroom culture that celebrates diversity and promotes inclusivity. I will set clear expectations for respectful behavior and address any instances of bias, discrimination, or prejudice promptly. I will also encourage open discussion and create opportunities for students to share their experiences and perspectives. Equity and Inclusion Educational Strategy. By using the Equity and Inclusion Education in Ontario Schools document as a guide, I can align my teaching practices with the provincial guidelines and contribute to the creation of an inclusive and equitable educational experience for all students in my classes. Statement. My goal in teaching is to encourage my students to become kind, empathetic, and socially conscious people by embracing fairness, diversity, and inclusion. Together, we can build a community in the classroom that values diversity, encourages a sense of belonging, and equips students with the skills they need to succeed in an interconnected world.